So you want to be financially free like Waze? I'm gonna show you guys how we're working on our finances so you don't have any bills to pay. God bless you. We're here getting loaded. Damn, God bless you. We're getting loaded here in Ohio, and we're gonna be here for a while because they gotta pick up the load inside the things and come back and put in the truck. So because I have some time, we're gonna talk about finances today, and I'll show you guys what I did to purchase the house that we purchased in May, and how it's not a good financial decision if you're not paying off your house fast. What I did, believe it or not. So let's stick to it, and I'll show you guys, if you want to buy a house or something, how you do it. And before we start the video, I just wanted to make it clear, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just gonna share with you guys what I did and what you can do as a truck driver. And if you think something I say here is good for you, you can do it. I might be 100% wrong, so don't follow me if you don't think it's right. And it's working for us, but it's not gonna work for everyone. Not everybody's making the same money we're making, and I understand that. So just wanted to make it clear before I start the video, and I'll show you guys what we did to get the house and paid off faster. Let's go. The first thing you have to do before you buy anything financed, like a big purchase, like a car, a house, or anything like that, is raise your credit score. That's very, very important, because that's what's gonna decide how much interest you're gonna pay on that purchase. My credit score is 798 right now. It was over 800 before, but when I bought the house, it went down like 15-20 points, because every time you ask for a credit or a purchase or anything like that, your credit is gonna go down a little bit. But I bought the house in May, and it already went up 5 points. So if you don't have a good credit score, you guys can go to Experian.com, sign up over there. It's free for the basics, and you can pay like $10 a month, and they will assign someone to help you and say what you have to pay off or anything like that, all the helps you need to increase your rates. Because my rates was not always perfect like this. I already had the 600s, and by paying all my bills and stuff, it helped a lot. So they can help you. This is not sponsored, but I really recommend them. And let's go to the video, and I'll show you guys a little bit of how your credit is rated. Late payment is one of the worst things you can do to your credit, because one late payment can go down like 40-50 points on your record, and it stays there for 6, 7, 8 years, depends on the bank you got reported it from. So if you have 0, it's great. If you have 1, it's good. 2 to 3 is fair, and if you have more than 4 late payment, you are a bad payer. So the banks will probably give you the money, but instead of getting 6-7% interest, you're gonna get 13, 14, 15% interest. That's the bad thing about late payments. So make sure you pay your bills all the time, and Experian helps you to brush if you have a late payment and it's bad for your records. They'll help you to take it off your records. And here is the percentage of damage you can do to your record, depending on what you're doing to your record. So the payment history, it's 40% of your record. Credit history is 21%. Credit usage is 20%. Total balances is 11%. Credit checks 5%, and available credit is 3%. So the payment history is the most important one of the list, and that's like if you have a late payment or anything like that. And if you make sure that you pay your bills on time and you not get reported, is one of the most important things to have a good credit, and that affects the interest rate that you're gonna get if you're buying a house or a car. Now we're gonna get to a very important part of the process of acquiring anything expensive like a car or a house or anything like that, and to show you guys why it's important to pay a little bit more every month, and what's the difference when you pay a little more for the principal every month. So this is the first month that we had to pay the house that we got in May. So we closed at the end of May, and the first payment was July 1st, and the amount of $23.54.99. This is gonna be our fixed amount all the way to the end of the payments. And so from this $23.54.99, only $189.85 it's gonna go to the principal, which is $269,000 that what we have left to the house for the first month. Interest, it's gonna be $1,737.29. So, and then $400 for the scroll, which is taxes, insurance, or whatever. But the most important thing is the principal and interest. So from $2,300 that we're gonna pay monthly, only $189 is gonna go for the principal. And I'm gonna show you guys now what happened after you give some money to the principal. I'm not talking about the mortgage. I'm talking about the mortgage plus a little more in the month, like 500, 300, 400. So let's go. And one of the things that's gonna happen when you buy a house too is you're gonna buy a home from one mortgage company, and in the first or the second month they're gonna sell your mortgage to another company. And this is what happened. We started with the CMG mortgage, and in the second month they sold it to Shell Point Mortgage. So this is okay, it's normal, but the rates are all the same, everything is the same. So the second month we went and paid a $23.54.99, which is the same amount, but with another company. And before they changed the company, we put down $50,000 for the principal, and we pay, of course, the $23.54.99, which is every month, and plus $50,000. So with that amount putting down to the principal, he went from $189 to $514, the principal amount that's gonna be paid every month. Of course it's gonna go higher as you go paying the mortgage. So this is the first time we put down to the principal. And in the second month, which is September 1st, I made a mistake of putting the $50,000 with the mortgage. So what they did, they first paid the $23.54.99 with the amount I had before, which is $217,778.82. So it didn't count the $50,000 because it wasn't cleared. So what I did, I canceled the transaction. I told them I did a mistake or whatever, so they canceled. As you can see up here, the $50,000 is canceled, and $517.32, which is the principal that was gonna be paid for that month, is canceled also. So, and then I did the payment for the $50,000 first, another transaction. I waited until it's cleared, and then you're gonna see how much is the amount now. From $517, the principal went to $840.24. So that little mistake would have cost me $300 in the principal amount. And that's the most important thing. I don't care about the interest, I don't care about the scroll, because that's something that's gonna have to be paid. I care about the principal. The more principal, the less interest you're gonna pay monthly. So from $1,700 that we were paying the first month, on the third month we already paying $1,086.91, and our principal balance now is $167,455.90. So as far as now, I think another couple of months we're gonna finish paying this. But it's just to show you guys, you don't have to put $50,000 like we're doing in one shot. You can put 500, 200, 300, whatever you have left at the end of the month, and your principal amount is going to be amortized. So that's gonna help you. It's gonna take a couple of months at the end. And now instead of paying $190 for the principal, we're paying $840 every month. Even if we don't put any money down anymore, it's not gonna be $200 anymore. It went from $189 to $840, which is a big jump. But we put $100,000 down since we got the house, and this is only the third month. So a couple of more months, we're gonna finish paying the house, and that's how it's gonna go. And this is one of the things I would not do it if I wasn't gonna pay the home faster than regular. Is getting this rate of 7.75%. This is almost 2% more than what it is in the market today. Today is around 6%, and even with the very good, credit score, I still did 7.75%. And that's because of the way I got the mortgage. And I'll explain to you now. It's a lot easier, but you're gonna pay more interest. I'll tell you guys now in the video. With that being said, to finish this video, I would not get this rate if I was gonna pay in a 30-year mortgage, because this is a fixed rate 30-year mortgage. I was gonna pay 7.75% interest. That's a lot. That's very high right now, especially with 800 credit score. If I was getting like a W-2 or something, I would probably get like 5.5, 6% with this, credit score. And I didn't care because we knew we were gonna pay faster within the year max that we have the house. And for being a fixed rate, it's gonna be this amount the same every month. And it's no problem. $2,400, it's what everybody's paying now in rent, and I wouldn't have any problem paying that. But 7.7% is a lot higher, and the reason why is we got this loan with the income loan mortgage. They use your income to make the mortgage, so it's a lot more risky to the banks. That's the reason why they charge more. So what they do, they'll get 12 months of your income. You gotta send them 12 months of income from your bank, and they'll kind of calculate how much you're making monthly and do a calculation there or whatever, and they're gonna say, oh, with the amount you're making, you can get a $300,000-400,000 home, no problem. But it's gonna be 1 to 2% more interest, than the average. If you're buying a regular home and you're gonna pay in 30 years, that's not a good thing, because you're gonna pay like 3 times more the amount you're gonna finance. If you're planning on paying faster, it doesn't matter, because they're not gonna get the full amount, the 30 years amount of the rates, and you can refinance too in the future if you have if the rates goes down like a lot, and maybe you got your things situated and you can refinance and get a better rate in the future, you can do that too. But for us, I didn't care. It could be 9%. I would still take it, just because I know we're gonna pay faster. And within a year, probably gonna pay $20,000 in interest max. Not even 7.7%. So yeah, this is our situation. I hope you guys got something from this. If you're trying to buy a home, it's not only, with the 2 years taxes, you can get a loan. You can call your mortgage company or your loan officer or something and tell them you want to use your income to make the loan. They'll do the same thing they did to us. You got to pay a little more interest, but it's kind of better, because as a truck driver, we make $2,000-3,000 a week. That helps a lot, if you don't have a lot of bills, and you don't have to wait 2 years of taxes, to prove your income or anything like that. Unless you're W-2, that's a different story. But if you're an operator like us, I think this is the fastest route, and they're not going to be checking everything. It's like 30 days, we closed, no problem. All you got to do is prove the 12-month income, and they'll calculate for you, and that's it. So pretty easy process. And this is how it goes, guys. Like, we got the house, we're gonna pay in a year, and that's it, and move on to the next project. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, you know, always putting up like contents like this. I hope you guys liked it and learned something from this. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. This is what I think is the best for me, and I hope you guys can do it too, and, you know, prosper and get all the things you wanted and be happy, man. We're in trucking, you know, we don't have a social life. We're driving like crazy all day, nights. You know, we got to take something from this. You know, we can't just drive, and then one day you retire from trucking with nothing. You know, so we got to make it the best out of this lifestyle until we retire from trucking, and we can go home and not worry about money. You know, because you're here for a reason. You know, we're not here to play around and be driving around and having fun only. We're here to make the business work. And if one day we retire from trucking, we're not gonna be needing to go crazy and find another job right away. We can chill, you know, enjoy, and that's how it goes. Hopefully everybody's happy. We're here stocking this truck stop here. We are in Lithium Springs, Georgia, and we're picking up tomorrow. We're going from Georgia to Henderson, Nevada. Let's go Vegas, baby. Hope everybody have a great day. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I got like 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. It doesn't hurt anything to hit the button there. It will help the channel, and let's keep rolling. Let's go.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no